I am going to continue here. I am going to continue. And I am continuing with a New American Standard Bible history book. So if anyone wants to keep up with what I am, looking at, you would have to have a New American Standard Bible. And I have one. It's in my hand, and I can read from it just as good as you can read from any one that you have. And in the history book, there was a man who we are going to call Adam. Adam was a man. And there are some people that would say, well, Adam was a man and a woman. No. Adam was a man. There was no woman. While Adam talked to God and named animals, there was no woman. Now, that's just that simple, folks. So don't go into your imaginary imaginations. Mythical things are not going to sit well with me today or tomorrow. I'm really not interested in mythical things. And I'm just not. But if you have followed along, you can see that God created. Now, God created. Anything that's been created has been created by God. Unless God created it, it's not been created. And you say, oh, but we have created so much. Really? You think you are a creator? Mm-hmm. Well, if you have created something, you had assistance, because you cannot create. Now, I understand that you can take a thing of clay and you can build something from it. Just like people one time, years ago, began to build a city. Before there was, many people, you couldn't have a city. Before there is a, lot of people, you can't have a lot of nations. And at the time that this happened, there was only one man and one woman, Adam and Eve. Adam is the man, Eve is the woman. And you have God, who has created whatever has been created. Now, I'm not going to argue about what God created, because I don't know what all God created, but I know He created some trees in a garden, and He caused things to grow on the earth or out of the earth. And these things, as you read in the history book, had seed in them. Now, there are some things that you can grow without a seed. There are certain, things that you can put in water or in the ground and they will grow on their own. And it wouldn't necessarily be a seed. But these plants of the field were created by God, and they were there for a purpose. Now, in chapter 3 of Genesis, the Lord God made skins. Now, I don't believe the Lord God said, looked up into the air and said, I need skins. There were already animals on the earth that could be skinned, and their skins could become clothes for Adam and his wife. God does not have to clothe any more people because there are no more people there to be clothed. Now, what was going on back then, after the man has eaten from the tree that's going to cause him to die? It says very plainly, the Lord God made garments of skin for Adam and his wife and clothed them. Then the Lord God said, behold, the man has become like one of us, knowing good and evil. Now, lest he stretch out his hand and take from the tree of life and eat and live forever. Those words are in this Bible. He took the man out of the garden and he blocked the man from getting to the tree of life. Now, whatever else God had created that he spoke to and was familiar with was also on the earth around Adam. And at the time, Adam was naked until he got clothes. Now, the Lord God said, that means there is only one Lord God. And he has done things, and he is still doing things. And today, you don't have to worry about God going to a garden or walking around on the earth. He has not walked around, on the earth in quite some days. Now, I am looking here to where Adam had relations with Eve, and she conceived. Folks, this was the beginning of what you can read in the book of Genesis. And there is a chapter 5, that has the book of the generations of Adam. Now, all you're going to find in chapter 5 are the books of the generations of Adam. Now, Adam will die, and so will everyone else, as we will see as we continue.